So I think it's important we lock that out and get some good ball for those backs. I would expect us to move the ball wide, and I think that's why they've picked the half-backs they have to try and get that ball away and get Yestin and Harris into the game as often as possible.
The Italian forwards, this really is the powerhouse there, isn't it, Andy?
They are a very big unit. I think we hear today that there has been a downpour of rain, which is going to play into the Italians' hands. Obviously, they'll be able to keep it tight and use their ball carriers up front.
Dav, we saw the team getting off the bus there. I mean, they look pretty relaxed, didn't they? I mean, they're not going to be feeling relaxed, though, were they?
No, obviously not. You know, everybody knows it's paramount importance that we come away with a victory today. Anything less is just unthinkable, really. The boys are obviously trying to keep relaxed, have total belief and confidence in their own abilities, and then go out there and produce a performance. You know, to date, the performances haven't been the best, but we have been winning, so that's one consolation. But today it's a must-win.
And we will win, Dav, do you think?
I think we will, yeah.
How about you, Andy? What's your prediction for this?
Yep, I think we will do it.
Yeah? Easily?
No, not easily, but it'll be a win.
Mike, what are the difficulties that we are looking at today?
Well, obviously the forward confrontation, we've got to make sure that we come out on top there. We've had a bit of criticism up front in the last couple of games, especially against Tonga. And then obviously we've got to use our skills behind it, and particularly our passing skills and our width, I think, to get in behind that Italian defence, which has been, you know, very, very confrontational and very strong. I think those probably are our key areas, really, and the mental side, I think, can be underestimated as well. Even though we've had a longer period to prepare, we possibly had a longer period to think about it as well.
Mike, thanks very much indeed. OK, it's to Canberra we go. It's Italy and Wales, the whole game live. Let's join our commentator, the former Welsh international John Taylor. But first, the anthems.
Barbara Crisponi and Simone Gentile lead the Italian national anthem. Sung by Amy Pedwell and Edward Elias. Sung with more passion at Cardiff Arms Park, or now the Millennium Stadium. But the tension, I think, clear there on every player's face. Not a lot of them, Steve Smith, just roaring it out and enjoying it.
No, it's very tense, John. Big game for both sides, must-win game, everything at stake.
Well, there we see Festuccia now on the reserves bench. The Welsh bench with a lot more experience. They can bring people on if need be, but I think the selection does prove that they're going out there to play rugby. They want to run these Italians around. Alessandro Troncon, Italian captain, and there's Colin Jarvis. Wales need a big game from him. When Italy beat Wales in Rome this year, the Italian forwards were the key to that success. There's Aaron Persico, who's been such a huge hit this season. New Zealand born, of Italian grandparents, and Brent Cobain, Australian born, and now a naturalised Welshman, as it were, is qualified through residency and has a Welsh wife and children born in Wales. There's the referee, Andrew Cole, from Australia. Colin Jarvis, who started out his rugby career at my old club, London Welsh.
Red captain.
And young Kerry Sweeney, 23 just 4 days ago, drops out, puts it deep. Parise. Straight the back row into it, De Rossi, who's been brought back into this team by John Kerwin. That's the New Zealander, Rima Wakarua.
Out of 10, hold your position. You're all onside.
Big kick downfield from Kevin Morgan. He's back from a horrendous injury. Oh, that was the perfect kick. Landed all of 6 inches inside the touchline. Great start for Gonzalo Canale, Argentinian born.
Lively start, both teams, bit of a kicking duel. In the end, won by Italy.
In or out?
First attacking position for them.
Big gap, thank you. Keep it there.
Finds Cobain. And Martin Williams, the flanker. He's setting it up, and a little knock forward as he tried to present the ball. Spotted, I think, by the touch judge on that occasion.
Here we are.
Pity, because Cobain had done his job. Terrific leap from the line out.
Engage.
Troncon feeds. Big swing on the scrum. It's gone all the way round. Now that has to be a Welsh put in.
Red scrum.
Once it's gone through 90 degrees, and if it hasn't been moved there illegally. So a good counter by the Welsh. They couldn't make anything of their own line out, but now they've got the chance to regain possession.
Steady. Not square and steady. Yep.
And a lot of pushing. They're deciding on that occasion it was the Italians to blame. Free kick taken quickly by Dwayne Peel. Now it's gone wide. Shoveled out to the big man on the wing, Gareth Thomas. McBride. There'll be some big hits there in that midfield. Sweeney. Canale right under it. Chips ahead. Kevin Morgan, the fullback. It's good to see Morgan running freely and striking the ball well. Had a horrendous chapter of injuries through his career.
Yes, but we know he can run. And Wales will want to use him tonight. I think you're right, John. Wales will want to play the rugby, move the ball around.
Well, that one went slightly away, but rescued all. Touched on by Stoiker, though, and that was a knock forward. So both sides, I think, we can all see very, very nervous at the moment.
Understandably, both very tense.
Let's keep it square and steady.
A man formerly known as Christian Stoiker
Bring it
from
in, Red.
Romania, now known to his teammates as Alessandro. On goes the drive. Peel kicks himself. Useful little bouncing ball, but gathered again well by Canale. But Wales now have a line out at least in attacking territory. That man born in Cordoba went to Italy as a child, and his father played and coached at Parma. When they went back to Argentina, and then went back to Italy with a vengeance. He's got a brother Stefano also at Treviso, and another one at Parma. Slow ball, but Wales have it. Sweeney, poor pass really from Peel. Back it comes. Iestyn Harris trying to make an impression, gets it wide. David Jones. That's a better setup. Sweeney tries to dance. Good tackling from the midfield, but again, Wales securing possession. Sweeney now with the chance to get it wide. It was a poor pass, and Harris had no choice but to just stick out a boot. Rolling nastily, Sweeney back. Well, he tried the dummy, and there was no way that Canale was having any of it, so Wales concede in the end a touch deep inside their own 22.
It's a nervous start from Sweeney. It's going to be key for them for Wales tonight. That axis between him and Harris is going to be so important for them. Needs to settle.
Italy coming up with it. Stoica trying to set it up. Oh, and almost through was Mazzi. It's now a ruck. The Welsh have got to get their hands off it. Away it goes from Persico. Well, a good drive, but the ball's not there, and away came Parise. Big thundering run through from De Rossi. And a penalty to Italy. They're playing advantage. So a great chance for points for Italy.
That's an easy penalty shot. If the ball would have come out, it was try time for Italy. Got a 3-1 on the right.
Rima Wakarua, who's been so impressive since coming into the setup, plays for Leonessa Brescia in Italy, and they're a newly promoted side. Scored stacks of points when they were a second division side, but there's just been this question mark over whether he can really perform at the top level. So far he's done really well. He scored 35 points in 2 internationals. Originally from North Harbour. Arrived in Italy 4 years ago, and he's on target again. So 8 minutes and Italy lead Wales 3-0. Hardly the rip-roaring start that Wales would have wanted, Steve.
No, it was a couple of mistakes from Sweeney that put them deep in their own half. And Italy attacked really, really well, but in the end, John, I think they're looking to get away with 3.
Well, a good chance for them now. Italy messing it up as Andrea De Rossi tried to run it out from the restart. An accidental offside, giving Wales a scrum inside the 22. Peel feeds. Big effort by the scrum, but David Jones comes away with it. Ground forward, Chavez going on. The captain making good ground. Peel. David Jones again. Peel. And can they go wide? Through the middle. Now they've got men out on the left. Wide to right. Lovely.